your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin. All in, you got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside.
So I arrived at my campsite. My plans for today changed so much because I planned to leave my last campground about midday and then take a very scenic drive and stop at a whitewater rafting center and do a small trail around the river there. It was going to be really pretty, but I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's raining. It was pouring this morning, and the drive, you know, I'm just like white knuckling it and gripping that steering wheel because, you know, everybody else, you know, maybe they're used to the roads or whatever, but they were wanting to go a lot faster than I wanted to go, and it was one of those 2-lane roads. So I'm at Jackrabbit Mountain Campground, and it's a beautiful campground so far that what I've seen of it. As soon as it stops raining, I'll show you around a little bit. I'll give you a sneak peek out the door here. It's right on the water, and there's steps that lead down to a tent pad area, picnic table, fire pit. And then there's quite a few sites set up just like this up the road. Very short drive. I don't know how an RV could get in here. I don't think that this is really meant for anything longer than my vehicle. Heck, I think I can show you. I'll show you from the road. Now I suppose if one wanted to park this way, they could fit a longer vehicle here. But I backed up quite a ways just because I wanted to make sure I was well out of the road. I may have to move it up just a little bit because it's going to be a little bit difficult getting into the back doors as far back as I moved it. See, I'm right at the curb kinda. So, but yeah, look at this. They really put a lot of work into these sites. They're nice. Now the other tent pad is right next to this one. Little tiny beach area there. I don't think you're really meant to go down there. Nice fire pit. They really do a nice job with some of these national forest sites in this area, that's for sure. Picnic table and lantern hook. So I can even see the water sitting in the van. Hopefully the weather will clear up. Get a little bit of blue sky and some sunshine. I'm just going to be here for a couple days, so I hope I get a chance to really enjoy some nice weather here. So this is another no hookup site. This will be my 4th day with no hookup. And because it was really overcast for the last day and a half, I'm a little concerned. But so far the solar and batteries are doing okay. And if I have to, I can turn the motor on. Looks like I have a water spigot not far from me, right across the street. This'll do. It's really coming down out there now. So I think I'm just gonna have to settle in for the evening and hope that tomorrow's weather is better. Gosh darn it. It's such a beautiful campsite. It's just cold and wet out there. Oh well. Good morning, guys. It rained off and on throughout the night and is still very drizzly out. Listen to those birds. It really is beautiful here. Well, I'm only here for today and then I leave tomorrow, and the forecast doesn't look good. I was hoping at this site to even possibly set up a tent, but I'm not going to drag it out and get it wet. And I also wanted to do a pancake breakfast, but I don't want to pull the griddle out because that'll bring on the rain for sure. It's probably just a good day to hang out and maybe work on some art, do a little editing. I want to come back to this site sometime when the weather's good. I'm not giving up hope. Maybe the sun will come out, but it's not looking good. It's a beautiful place.
Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Around.
Finally, we have some sunshine. I had some things that I packed away wet at the last campsite, so I'm trying to get those dry while I can because rain is in the forecast again for this afternoon. It'd be nice if this lasts for a little while. So the rains continue to be off and on, even though the sun is shining. That's all right, even though all my stuff is still wet and not gonna get dry. I am going to make a golden lentil tomato soup, more golden lentil than tomato, and see how that turns out. I've never made this before. So in here I have celery, red onion, and bell pepper. Salt. Black pepper. A little coriander, and I think I'm gonna add turmeric. Not too much. It smells good. So once these get translucent, I'll add the minced garlic and the lentils and tomato and some bouillon and water. So I just added the garlic with a little more olive oil. Let that soften. Have you ever noticed I do a lot of one pot cooking? There's a reason. It dirties up less dishes and causes less mess. Plus it's easy. Alright, I think I'm going to add the lentils. 1/2 cup. Now the tomatoes. And at the end I'll add fresh basil. And water. I'll have to add more water, but I'm going to start with that. We'll see. I don't want to add too much because I want this to be fairly thick and creamy. And now I'm going to add some bouillon for additional flavor. It started raining again. I basically brought this up to a boil for about a minute and I've turned it off. Then I had to go and close everything real quick. I think I'm just going to let this sit for a bit, and that way it's still absorbing water and kind of cooking while it sits. And then I'll start it back up again. Hopefully the rain will slow down. All my stuff is just, it's wetter than when it started. Oh well, live and learn. It's been one of those days. So I've let it set for about 20 minutes and it's already softened up quite a bit, but it needs a little bit more water now. And I'll add the basil, bring it back up to temperature, and then it should be done. So there it is. It looks good. I just need to taste it now. So what I did was I drained all the juice into the bowl, leaving a little bit of just the lentil and vegetables. And that way I can mash that into a spread to put on like a wrap or something for lunch. Maybe tomorrow. Here we go. It does smell really good. You can smell the turmeric and the basil. Let me just try the broth first. It's good. Try it all together. It's hearty, and those with that turmeric and the garlic and the coriander. It's kind of a it's perfect for a day like today. It's good. I could tweak it, but it's good. I'm happy with it. All right. You don't want to watch me eat. Well, I'm getting ready to leave here. It's going to be another wet day, a wet drive, and it'll probably be wet for a few days. I don't know. The forecast doesn't look good for this whole region. Oh. This was a really nice campground. It's especially great for tenting. The site I'm in, you know, the drive is very short. I don't think anything longer than 20-21 foot would be comfortable parked here. But I'm gonna have to come back here and explore this park a little better in the future because it is really pretty. I'm heading east from here, kind of northeast up toward the Asheville area. And I will see you guys then. Until then, bye.